That's flicked away in the air. Joe Weatherly, is he under it? No, it's going over his head.
6.
That's a beautiful shot there from George Thomas, which ends that over from Chris Wood.
Bowls and pulled away by Hughes. He's going to get runs down here to find out. It's going to go away for 4 runs.
Yeah, but they have been doing. There's giving himself some room there. Hughes, he's found the gap, back with a point, and that's going to go away for 4.
Already back in again in his yellow shirt, in and bowls. Short from Hughes, it's pulled again, it's coming down towards fine leg. Rather fortunate from Daniel Hughes, going to run away, and that's 4.
Baker comes into the left-hander Hughes, who drives through square point, and that's gone for 4. That's hammered away to see them through to women's finals day. Hughes cracks that away through point. That'll be 4 more. Almost exactly the position.
As Fuller in and bowls wide of the off stump. Hughes cracks that away, and he's caught. He's caught an extra cover, and Daniel Hughes will be very annoyed with himself. He was outside the off stump, and he's just carved that away into the hands of extra cover, and it was caught by Benny Howell. Fuller, it's been a good over this. Runs in towards us and bowls to Thomas, who hammers that down the ground. My word, that's come right out the middle of the bat, and that's gone for 6 runs. Straight down the ground, second 6 from...
Just go a little bit as he bowls. There's a sweep shot. It's gone fine. Runs here. Chase for Sonny Baker is not going to...
Pivotal in this bowling innings for Hampshire. This one works straight down the ground. Did Benny Howe get a hand on it? I'm not sure, but long off comes round to defend it, and it's just... In these cricket matches, Benny Howe again swept into the leg side. It's high, it's long, and it's 6. Straight over the head of Joe Weatherly. Joe Weatherly at deep mid wicket really had no interest at all, but it was a brilliant shot. Got on one knee, slog sweeping out. And we've got a long off and a deep cover point as Benny Howe has 2 balls left in his over. This one sweeping again. Joe Weatherly a little bit more interested, but it is 6 again. Joe Weatherly at deep mid wicket did look a little bit more interested that time, but a slog sweep from Tom Clark is 2nd of the over to Benny Howe. Scott Curry, last ball of the over. It's inside edged over the keeper, and it's going away for 4.
Handed George Thomas, just his 2nd match for Sussex, in and bowls, and pulled away by Thomas. He's going to be caught down at long on. He is caught. Well, he made absolutely nothing of that, and in fact he was caught down on the long on boundary by Scott Curry, who sort of kicked the ball away with frustration. Not quite sure why he was so annoyed. On his way in, bowls, Clark clips onto the onside. Is he going to be caught? He should be caught. Indeed he is caught. And another wicket goes down, and it almost picks up your point, Charlie. There's suddenly, and this has been a feature very much of Sussex's campaign, they've suddenly lost wickets, and all of a sudden they've lost 2, and you've now got 2 batters coming in. But he's very important for Sussex in this middle order. Hampshire will know his game, of course. 3 around the wicket. Bowls to Tom Alsop, who cracks that one away through the offside, and that's...
Sonny Baker into James Coles, who's pulling over short fine leg, and it's gone away for a 1 bounce for James. Scott Curry, here he comes. Bowls this time towards the short leg side boundary, but it's caught in the outfield. It looks like it's Joe Weatherly out there. It is. Cluster of wickets, and all of a sudden the momentum switched and Hampshire are on top. Here comes Scott Curry to John Simpson, who's hit it up in the air towards Joe Weatherly again. He's running around, it's over him for 6. It's just gone over Joe Weatherly, who was running along the mid-wicket boundary towards long on. He's got another over to come after this ball as he bowls. And he's bowled him! Another huge roar from Scott Curry. Middle stump comes flying out. Yeah, that'll be the aim for Sussex. As this one's edged fine, beaten the gloves of Toby Albert's running away to the boundary for 4.
Between, was it Hughes and Clark?
Well, there goes another wicket. For a moment. As in comes Wood. Bowls hammered away onto the leg side by McAndrew. He's going to be caught. Oh, very good.
That 160 becomes an awful lot more. Baker's in, short again, pulled away. This could be runs, and
6.
It's gone for 6. Well, that's a good shot, Nathan McAndrew. Another short delivery there from Sonny Baker, and he's really got hold of that one. McAndrew is at the non-striker's end. Carson to face, swings, gets wrapped on the pad. That'll only be a single. So 164 for 7. Actually, has the score just changed? It's only 12 off that over, actually.
It's coming into bowl 2 and straight down the leg side and clipped away for... Is that going on for a boundary? A long chase down to that fine leg boundary.
Well, take it off the bat again.
Hudson Prentice in bowls, and Vince hammers that away, and that's gone for 6 runs. Well, nothing wrong with that. Sussex have got a fielder down on that deep square leg boundary, and the ball has sailed over the boundary rope, and that's gone all the way for a maximum, I think.
Here's James Coles with his left arm spinners, and that's pulled away by Albert. Is that going to go for 4? It is. 17 without loss after 7 deliveries as Coles is in again. Goes through a reverse sweep there, Albert, and he's found the gap, and that's 4 more. They can go to Chelmsford already a quarter-final in the bag. Vince goes over extra cover there. This is exactly why Coles bowls again short, and Vince has hit another one through backward a point.
In comes McAndrew over the wicket, bowls, and Vince heaves that one on the leg side. It's raced away. That's 4 more. Here comes McAndrew over the wicket, bowls, hammered over. Oh my word, that's gone miles. That's gone absolutely miles. That's onto the concourse. That's over the concourse. What a shot that is from James Ince. He's just put his foot down the wicket and he's just driven the ball high, wide at Hampshire, over long on for 6 runs. Magnificent. Vince to 28 of 8 deliveries.
Because this is interesting, isn't it? That's a lovely shot over extra cover, Toby Albert. Has that gone all the way? Oh, it has gone all the way into the crowd. And that's the 50 up in the 4th over for Hampshire.
Wow. But a similar sort of circumstance. In comes McAndrew, bowls to Vince, who's pulled that, to Albert, who's pulled that straight to mid-wicket, and the wicket goes down, and the catch is taken, and Sussex pick up their first wicket, 13 deliveries. McAndrew in bowls, and Vince is playing it onto the leg side, and it's gone all the way for 4 runs. That's a misfield.
65 for 1 at the start of the 6th as Vince drives. It's in the air, but safe through the covers. Danny Lamb just have his hands on his head. Here's Lamb again with his right arm medium. Pace is bowled! Middle stump out to the ground. Press goes. 4-6. And Sussex have picked up the 2nd Hampshire wicket with a score on 72. We have 2 birthday boys on our pitch, on our patch, I guess, facing the balcony. Dave, who's the hubby yesterday, and Sam today. Apparently there was a lot of words exchanged. As forward is Vince, gets an outside edge. Start of a new over from off-spinner Carson. And that's Vince's 50. And that has come off just 19 balls, despite being becalmed over the last few deliveries. 5 4s and 3 6s.
Timeout Mills in again. Bowling to Joe Weatherly. Short again, pulled out into the leg side, and he split the gap this time. This one will be 4. Took a couple of bounces before hitting into the boundary rope.
So here's Carson with his off-spin. First over went for 6. He's bowling from the pavilion end. Weatherly goes big down the ground. And is it big enough? Yes, it's cleared the rope by some distance. Weatherly goes for the slog sweep on the leg side. It's in the air. The fielder's coming round, but he won't get there. It's going for 6 more. Sandwiches would have been happy with that.
Vince facing up to Coles. Cut away. It's got through the gap between backward point and 3rd man, and it will run away for 48. As Coles comes in, a slog sweep attempt is going out towards long off, and it's gone all the way for 6.
You just have to believe that something can happen.
Hudson Prentice in again. Joe Weatherly pulling it out to deep mid-wicket, who's taken.
Tail end of the ground, bowled his 3rd over. He's in and bowls, and driven away by a good shot. That's 4 runs from James Vince. Necessary to be done. McAndrew in bowls, and Vince plays this one. Beautiful placement through backward point. More runs here. Is he going to go for a boundary? Well, McAndrew in again, bowls short, and Vince pulls that onto the leg side. Is that going to be another boundary? Yes, it is. There's 2 fielders on that leg side. And
feels like it's been tame for the last few overs as Danny Lamb comes into Hilton Carr, and he's played it on. It's bowled, and once more a stump goes out of the ground. As Kevin James said earlier, they must have put some water.
Going along so nicely. And what were they? 107 for 1. And in the mid, 107 for 1 to runs away from us. In and bowls, and Vince hammers that down the ground. Is that going to go for 4 runs? Yes, it does. Vastly experienced, as is Tamel Mills. In and bowls, and Vince is going to. Well, that's not one of his better shots, and Tamel Mills looks ruefully at James Vince. He's got
scores level. Danny Lamb bowls to Vince. He hits it over extra cover. It won't be 6, but it will be 4. And that is the game for Hampshire. Vince finishes on 98 not out. Hampshire have won this game by 6 wickets, and in all probability have got themselves a quarter-final place. We can't say that 100%,